let's kick this off. Round of 16, Spiral versus 15 Sway. So, first of all, this is a Knight of Mirror. We didn't expect this. I didn't expect it. I thought 15 Sway would be going human, as he usually does against Night Elf. And usually what we do prior to this tournament is we collect all the pings from all the players and we ask them, are there specific servers where you can't play on because it's spiky or something? And then we collect this, put this into an Excel sheet and select the best servers possible where they have the most even ping and playable conditions. And 15 Sway says, nope, just give a huge advantage to Spiral. Let's play on EU East 5 instead of a server further away. So I don't know, a generous 15 Sway going into the round of 16. Maybe a bit of a better chance for Spiral representing Raptor Gaming. And also Knight of Mirror. Like, I feel 15 Sway, he's very good in a lot of matchups, but Knight of Mirror, not necessarily his best. And Spiral, he can hang with the best of Europe in this matchup. This is not a bad matchup for him at all. So go Spiral.
Yeah, I think for 15 Sway, it might just be a matter of experience, really, because he played human for so long in this matchup that maybe he hasn't got as much practice as, anyone else that is at his level as a Night Elf player. But Bearmere, not going to be too unfamiliar. I'm surprised to not see a Potom from at least one of these two players. I think 15 Sway maybe tends to tilt towards Demon Hunter more, whereas Spiral probably going to flow a bit more freely between strategies. So expect in this best of 3 to at least see one Potom out of Spiral. But for now, Bearmere, Zeppelin drops, stuff like that. I'm always excited to see this.
Buckle up, Carson. Yeah, the Potom play is really not part of the meta anymore. I think it was 2 tournament days we had in the past where it was a full GSL style group. Only Night Elf Mirror. I had the pleasure to cast them both, and I definitely need a raise for that. But since then, it has been established that Potom is not successful anymore. Foggy tried, was then eliminated. Spiral might be one of the 2 players who still do it, but he's also fond of some tier 2 pushes. But here, on Concealed, I expect nothing but a Bear Mirror.
Yeah, and I do prefer Bearmere. I mean, as much of, Potom gives us some variety, it is kind of a little stale. It's always the same all-in or an expansion into just, hitting and running with Mass Dryads, whereas Bearmere, I think it's just fun to watch. I like the stalematey games. I've always said it. I'm a weirdo in that, but I like seeing players, struggle to find an advantage, trying to find a Zeppelin drop, sitting in their bases, banking on 50. I like seeing that. Wait a second. What the hell?
Exactly. I was like,
is this Remind? What the hell?
What the hell? Spiral. Demon Hunter into Mass Hunt. Was this scouted by 15 Sway? Was this Wisp at the main?
No, he did. So there was 2 Wisps, I believe. The one that just died in the lab, and the other one Spiral actually hunted down and killed before he actually put down the Ancient War. So this could come as a surprise, especially if he continues building archers. No, he's already built a Huntress, so if he shows that hunt, 15 Sway is going to know something's up. By the way, perfect items for both players.
Yeah.
But, might not make that big of a difference if there's just a million hunts against only archers.
Love to see the dust on 15 Sway. That will certainly help. Spiral can't detect these hidden archers here. I have not seen this in a pro game in Night of Mirror in, I don't know, maybe ever.
Yeah, well, Demon Hunter Mass Hunts was standard, I think, in 2008. But
were you even born in 2008?
Not quite. But I did still somehow watch Warcraft games.
Watch it from the womb.
Yes. Okay, boots of speed. Health advantage is very, very important to keep for Spiral, because or else he just gets chased down by the boots of speed for 15 Sway. So when he's trading, he has to be very careful. Is that a second archer dying now? The 2 Huntresses are shown. 3 Huntresses are shown. 15 Sway is going to be like, what the hell is going on with you, bud? You all right?
You crazy German. What the hell are you doing? Not following the meta and not following me into Bearmere. What's this? So, bad news for Spiral. Tier 2 for 15 Sway is done. Huntress Hall is certainly delayed, though.
And interestingly, the typical choices of when you play against a Potom with Huntresses, you'd go something like a Panda, you might go for something like a Tinker, but neither of those choices work when there's a Demon Hunter with soon to be level 2 mana burn, so you're forced to go and do the Naga, which might not be the best option against Huntresses as a counter.
Yeah, you're right. That's not much damage at all. Maybe you can single out some Hunts and then follow up damage with Demon Hunter and Archers, but it's not your Tinker Robo Factory, it's not your Breath of Fire, it's not the mischance you get from Drunken Haze. And okay, I was about to say, is he diving for the lures? Not yet. Takes away some creeping potential by killing the Ancient of War, so preparing for another push to come. Oh, this Ancient of War was important to 15 Sway, but he can't hold.
And the normal damage now on the Demon Hunter, the trades are going to be good. Wards are going to be nice as well for 15 Sway. The Naga will actually find one kill there thanks to the Cold Arrow, but this Demon Hunter, okay, Boots of Speed are a godsend there. The Moonwell is also going to be the same. Wisp coming in, is he just building 4 APs in his face? Yeah. What is the bank? Okay, he can build at least 3. Does he already have the other 2 queued up? Oh, he had 1, so 3 APs, 15 Sway. Has to get these cancels.
First, his own AP is under attack, and the glaives bounce towards the wisps. That's one for free. And yeah, number 4 coming up as well. Super dedicated push by Spiral. This do or die.
Oh, Demon Hunter not going to be chased down. Of course, 15 Sway decided to kill that Demon Hunter. He wouldn't cancel the APs, and it would just be Tavern, so he has to cancel these APs. I don't think he can. Spiral might be sacrificing the Demon Hunter. Mana burn. I think dodge the damage with the TPs somehow. He's going to TP out. No, the Huntress is TP with. That's a mistake from Spiral. He had to avoid that.
Yeah, I think so too. Ideally, you want to keep the Hunts here and let them protect the APs. This will lead to some cancels. But 2 APs are up.
Oh, and the heroes are so low, Neo. The Moonwells are pretty much dry. They're going to be able to heal up the Demon Hunter.
It's also daytime.
But, I think Spiral's done it. The shop's going to, or no, rather an Ancient of War, and the shop is up. Some Huntresses are being fed a little bit, but there's just no healing. The Demon Hunter now level 3 for Spiral is back with full health. I think the Madman's done it.
Okay, we've seen quite some throws and turnarounds already today, so let's not call it a night here. But yeah, this looks dire. No moon juice for so long. Is it just A-click time?
Glaive is almost out for 15 Sway, but where 15 Sway has 1, Spiral's about to have 2 or 3 even on their way across. 3rd AP, by the way, on the way. 2. And just Dryads out of a single lore, the shot being focused. Both Demon Hunters quite low, but there is potions at least available for 15 Sway, where Spiral, of course, is still on tier 1. 3rd AP is up, first Glaive about to be out, but Spiral has his own.
Exactly, and more coming. This puts so much pressure onto 15 Sway, because if he does nothing, then his base will just fall. If he engages, he has to engage into 3 AP, so whatever he does, it's not favoring him.
That's checkmate position. At least there's 1 Glaive to start pressuring the APs. Oop, maybe he can kill that before it roots. No, not able to deny the root. That was necessary. Oh, Demon Hunter being focused. Has a heal scroll. Managed to make it to the shop in time, Spiral, but it's going to have to use it for just the Demon Hunter there. Another AP is getting low, and 1 is actually kind of fumbly-bumbly uprooted right now, not doing a lot. And Huntress is actually a little bit overextending. Spiral making a couple of mistakes, but I think he can afford to make a couple more even and still probably have this game in the bag.
Let's see. Maybe he's flying too close to the sun, but not just yet. How much damage can the Glaives do, and what can they take out? 15 Sway, not supply block, but the Dryads might be taking out soon. Demon Hunter gotta be the hard carry, but he's not even level 3 just yet. 20 supply lead for the German.
And the Glaive died to the APs, I guess, during all the chaos of that fight there. So that Glaive, the 1 Glaive 15 Sway had, now with the Ancient War being dead, is gone to a mistake. And 4 Glaives for Spiral. There's just no way.
Are you kidding me? Now level 3. Does that change a lot? I would actually like to see level 2 evasion. He goes for it immediately. Smart plays. Naga still getting attacked here. Oh, is there moon juice left? No. Second hero down. GG. Spiral. Demon Hunter mass hunts AP push. The Madman takes the 1-0.
Pure cheese as well. That's like... it's actually pure cheese because the Demon Hunter was just, I think someone said it in the chat. Yeah, Toxic said in chat, Demon Hunter was to mask the mass huntresses. So it's just full NA Euro cheese. 15 Sway is probably fuming right now.
Yeah, I think if he sees this coming, if he scouts it, it's such an easy hold, right? You just make a second Ancient of War, you pump out archers like crazy. You don't even need a Hunter's Hall. I don't think. Not sure. But yeah, just hunker down, protect your main, and, you know, defend. And losing that first Ancient of War, it was so painful. It was such unfortunate timing, right? The Ancient of War was just walking around the 15th Sway and notices, oh my god, my Ancient of War is exposed, brings in all the wisps, but too late. Spiral takes it out with the Huntresses, with the Demon Hunter. And yeah, when he TP'd out and he brought his Huntresses back home, I also thought, oh, this might be the mistake that brings him back. But no, 2 APs finished, still too much. And didn't he also do this last W3Champions finals? Wasn't there this one game where he played the super aggro, fast under style against the 2-farm human tech? Well, that must have been a longer time ago. Yes. And he was still playing Orc. But yeah, Spiral, you know, sometimes he's got these cheese strats ready, and you gotta be paying attention.
Love it. When Spiral is on and things are working for him, he's a real good player. And I think that's also psychologically super important for Spiral because, you know, we've seen quite some series where his early game doesn't go too well and he loses the first map pretty decisively, and then his entire series falls apart. But if this guy has a jump start, strap a rocket on him, and off we go. This is gonna be quite interesting. We end up on Amazonia, Mr. Demo Man.
Yep, second map, the choice here for 15 Sway is Amazonia. Much smaller, much easier to scout, much easier to control as well the middle. I would imagine this is going to be a more straightforward game with Demon Hunter Bears finally. That being said, this can also be a great map for Potom, but like you pointed out, we don't really see her too much anymore.
Yeah, I think it's up to 15 Sway now, right? To step up the scouting game and figure out what Spiral is doing, because nobody can really predict what he's doing. Shout out to New Hero for gifting us up to Nika. New Hero, our Orga and admin powerhouse. Nika's birthday today. Nice gift for that. And we're on map number 2, Amazonia. Match point Spiral. That will be quite something, man. Day of upsets here.
Yeah, I wonder, does Spiral have another trick up his sleeve, or is he going to try to play standard? Of course, would give the advantage to 15 Sway just from recent results, of course, if it was a pure standard game, but maybe Spiral is going to try to avoid that at all costs. Could he do the same strat again, potentially, or does it only work if it's completely hidden? We'll see. The first hero is going to tell a story here based on what Spiral does. Like 15 Sway, probably just Demon Hunter, of course, but Spiral could do plenty of different things.
Maybe it was good that 15 Sway played so many games in Huobi Cup this week, because he was playing against Remind, who is of course all known as probably the best Bear Mirror player in the history of this earth. And 15 Sway defeated him on this very map. Spiral, I'm very sure he saw this. So what's it gonna be? Potom. And I think that's a good choice. And you know what? We get a Potom mirror.
Wow. All right, there it is. And yeah, this is a great Potom map. Of course, it's strong for Bear Mirror as well, just because Zeppelin very accessible. You can get Scourge Bone Chimes quite easily, stuff like that. But Potom is so great on this map because you can get heal scrolls, you can get the Zeppelin, you can get level 3. There's plenty of real estate to build Ancient Protectors. Just everything tends to line up really well for the Potom all-in. But when it's Potom Mirror, of course, you're not going to see APs most of the time. You're going to see just them fighting in the middle with Huntresses.
Oh yeah, and those are the most explosive, action-packed fights that you can imagine. I wonder if we see... Oh, first blood, as the whisk goes down. If we see a lot of Zeppelins, because there's not gonna be much anti-air, right? We have an archer, and then we probably switch into Huns, and that's gonna be it.
Oh yeah, Glaives and Zeppelins, classic play. It's very, very micro-intensive, but yeah, like you say, the only counter to those would be the Potom herself, so it's very, very common to transition from Huntresses into Glaives, maybe even 4, 5, 6 Glaives we could see. And the items are going to be very, very important here as well. Ring for Spiral, Gloves of Haste, and Gauntlets for 15 Sway. Spiral does get Slippers, though, so pretty even items, both with one bad, one good item.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know why, but Remo hates these glaive mirrors. I love him. I could watch glaive mirror all day.
I like them in the old patch with the heat-seeking glaive throwers.
Yes, the best patch, the keeper patch.
Classic. Loved it.
And both are committing to this double engine of war. Feels like both players are confident that they win this.
Seems like. I mean, Spiral should be a little bit more going forward. I mean, it won with Huntress' first game. If he follows through with that control of last, then he should be all right. But 15 Sway... I mean, I wonder how much experience recently 15 Sway has in these sort of pot of mirrors. You mentioned it's not too common, especially from him. He doesn't play it a lot. Even Night Elf Mirror in general, he doesn't play a lot. So Spiral might even have more experience in this sort of a game.
This is so odd. From start to finish, I expected exactly nothing. Like it's happening now. So no profit title for me today. Got a couple of kills here. Reveal. Boop. Next one. So no anti-air anymore.
15 Sway had to use an extra reveal there, though, whereas Spiral only had to use the one. So a slight 50 gold advantage there for Spiral and the first Huntress. But I suppose he has the first Huntress earlier, but 15 Sway has the second Huntress earlier, so evens out in the end. And they both would probably like to get level 3 if given the opportunity.
Oh yeah. Especially with glaives, it's such a ridiculous damage boost. Okay, we have differences now. 15 Sway committing to more hunts at 40 pop. Spiral teching.
And with that, tier 2 can be quite nice, not just for the Huntress upgrades, but also for Vorpal Glaives, for even a second hero, something like an Alchemist, Heal Spray, and Acid Bomb, very, very strong. And extra experience. There's plenty of things tier 2 can grant you, but what can also do for you if you're Spiral is open you up to an all-in, potentially.
Should be holdable, though, I think. You can go APs. You will be the one with more powerful glaives earlier. And level 2 basically, or tier 2 basically saves you. I feel like 15 Sway is on a clock here, and he's getting almost nothing done.
At least he'll have some extra Huntresses, which gives him map control, which means he can at least do what he's doing now and try to take these middle camps. But for the time being, he actually is only, ahead one Huntress, which can make the difference, but not if you're fighting creeps at the same time.
True, especially if they can bash you. Nobody wants to be bashed. Solid micro thus far. Whatever is hurt gets sent back. But this looks like solid fight for Spiral. If he's not overcommitting... This is probably the strongest phase for 15 Sway in the next, 90 seconds or so. And Spiral defends this seemingly with ease.
Yeah, it all comes down to who has to heal more, who took more damage overall there. It's tough to say, because then he who runs out of Moonwell mana first is not going to be able to fight later on. But the supply is even. So that tech, it's an advantage now for Spiral, almost a full tech advantage.
Yeah.
It doesn't really cost him anything. The supply is even, the gold's pretty much even. All he has is an extra 60% on his tier 2.
Yeah, exactly, because he survived that first fight and did that really well. Getting the first upgrades now too. So I like everything I see from Spiral's perspective.
Yeah, I mean, if everything goes well from here on out, it's looking like, honestly, a 2-0 from Spiral, and then he's in for the real challenge, which is going to be LuChaeL, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. First Huntresses might be going down. Spiral micros his out. A reveal could find first blood in terms of Huntresses on the side of 15 Sway. This hunt going to have to perhaps run into the creeps. Reveal there for Spiral, but he doesn't manage to get the kill. 15 Sway is going to be the one to get a Huntress at the end of the day. There's a reveal. Does get the experience.
All right, but that opens up the middle camp to Spiral. So that's level 3 for him if nothing goes horribly wrong. Boop. Oh, Alchemist soaked up experience. Yikes. But he got the Alch. And having healing in a Huntress mirror is fantastic.
Yeah, especially with the Moonwells being so low currently. Actually, Spiral's Moonwells are looking pretty decent right now. And tier 2 Moonglaive upgrade is done now for Spiral, so that's a huge advantage with the extra bounce.
And the attack. Okay, the attack upgrade is actually even. Yeah, good luck repairing against these hunts, but alright. We have heal scroll, protection scroll, the advantage for 15 sway. No level 3 yet. 2 hunters out of the fight immediately, but yeah, hero focus with hunts. Also something you don't see every day.
And the normal damage not too bad, but everything is just so healthy except for that bottom for Spiral because of the heal spray. Sway ideally doesn't want to have to use that heal scroll without getting any real value out of it, any real kills, but he might have to. Spiral just kills the Moonwell, and he might have to back away soon, though. This is a fight that perhaps he doesn't want to take, and yeah, he is going to TP. Both lose 100 at the end of the day. Spiral might lose a second, does lose 2, but gets the Moonwell, forces the protection scroll at least. Still ahead after that exchange, I would say.
Yeah, definitely, especially since 15 sway is supply block now.
Yep.
And only now rebuilding that Moonwell. You can queue a few upgrades, I guess, like the glaives are there, improve bows as well. But second attack upgrade covers that for Spiral. He makes a trip to his own shop, gets level 2 true shot, gets the heal scroll himself. I like it.
An Alchemist might be able to squeeze out level 2 if the bottom allows, but
nice.
Does actually get it regardless. Replenishment potion. Creepjack here from 15 sway, but that heal scroll is looking ever more needed for the Yellow Huntresses currently as they back away with Acid Bomb. Spiral just getting every event. Oh, replenishment stolen. He tried to drop it.
Whoopsie, that's a little bit of moon juice. But yeah, Spiral looking quite scary still. The Moonwell only now finishing, so this will be a 10 supply advantage for Spiral for quite some time.
Well, Spiral, I think, purposely runs a Huntress past to try to maybe damage a Moonwell so he can pick up a Sapper and kill both. Both Moonwells for 15 sway, both pairs of them, are clumped together. So if he gets a couple of attacks, he could kill 2 Moonwells at the same time with a Sapper and fully supply block. There's the Zeppelin you mentioned earlier, but no glaives to go in it yet, just archers.
Maybe he has to save all the hunts, because look at them, they're all hurt.
Yep.
They're all about to drop. This looks like Spiral into the round of 12. He gets the Zeppelin in as well. This is just going to be mass murder. The bouncing glaives, the level advantage for quite some time. Heal scroll committed. How's the mana situation? Slight advantage for 15 sway, but it's going to be so hard to bring it back.
The Zeppelin micro on point for both players. But look at how low everything for 15 sway is. How are you supposed to heal? The Alchemist has, I think, 1 heal spray currently. But this is just it. This looks like Spiral 2-0 to all, I think everyone's surprised.
Super easy. The Zeppelin for Spiral in danger. Goes down. So the Alchemist ends up on level 2 and 15 sway is still alive. Has a tiny bit of a supply lead, but yeah, how to level that up? If Spiral can steal the heal scroll here now, what's 15 sway going to do?
Yeah, how can he heal? That's the issue. He's got the supply lead, but he's got 4 Huntresses, an Archer about to die, both heroes half HP. Spiral, though, takes a lot of damage creeping this and has no way out currently, and no Zeppelin to save the Huntresses. Illusions are quite nice, but 1 Hunt already dies to the creeps.
Oops.
All right, 15 sway might have opportunity, but these Archers, of course, in an open fight, are just going to melt.
Yeah, but if they're protected, they are sick damage dealers. 15 sway completely rotating out of hunts. That doesn't do anything to him anymore. He saved quite a bit more, so not really a level lead, but he's still got more on the field, but he needs healing ASAP.
Yeah. Spiral not able to clean up those Huntresses. If he did, he would have had a huge advantage, but now 15 sway might not end up losing those units, and now with nighttime, they have some natural regeneration. He can get the Moonwells to start healing them up. So I think Spiral needs to clean up these Huntresses to really secure his advantage.
Yeah, heal scroll committed, that's the only source of healing. Oh, creeps are getting involved, and they got a lot of piercing damage. Gotta be careful with that. Alchemist dropping low, Hunts are dropping low, but again picked up. The Zeppelin micro really good. Alchemist finally gets to 2 rings of protection. Beefy, but another ensnare leads to another kill. Those are moments that can turn the tide of a game.
Alchemist level 3 could turn the tide as well with the level 2 heal spray. That's a big advantage. 2.4 only on the Alchemist of 15 sway. And boy, does he need level 2 heal spray to do anything. The Moonwells have regen. I think it's more efficient to just use all the Moonwells on the Alchemist and then spam heal spray. But for now, he needs the space. He needs the time to be able to do that. 2 Archers are stuck as well. Will need to be rescued by the Zeppelin. But everything has been low for so long.
Oh my god.
For 15 sway.
Yeah, he has to hide behind the wall and behind the Ancient of War and somehow keep archers safe and let them do the damage, but Spiral's not really overcommitting. He's just committing, gets some kills, gets the trades. He has the advantage. If they trade evenly, it's fine for him.
Both alchemists out of mana, level 4, by the way, for Spiral. Again, getting another hero level advantage. Couple of archers out of position for both players, but 15 Sway seems to have the bigger army currently, despite the supply showing a slight advantage for Spiral. Building more Huntresses and really back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but Spiral still has plenty of units to clean up. 15 Sway has not been able to heal up still.
Nice tug of war between them. We look at the Moonwells. Exactly. That is so much healing. And on the other side, everything's dry. Everything's dire. Climate change in 15 Sway's base for sure. Now level 3. So that evens it out. Spiral also needs heal scrolls, I think.
Yeah, and maybe Ancient of Wonders wouldn't be the worst choice for either player. Just some clarities on those alchemists.
Yeah.
Just to heal up a bit more. No glaive throwers, unfortunately, this game. We're just seeing archers. I guess that makes more sense, but I would have liked to see some glaive throwers. Heal scroll available for Spiral. In fact, 2 are if you wanted. We get 1 for the time being, and a creepjack. Scroll the Beast could make or break this next fight if 15 Sway can get it.
Oh,
he does get it.
The calls. Yeah. That's a big source of damage. Usually completely useless for Night Elves, as they have this as bare ability anyway. But here, that's 25% damage on 24 damage hunts. That's a lot.
And there's not likely to be a lot of wisps nearby because they don't really do a lot in Huntress Mirror.
Maybe check the inventory now.
Yeah. This way might be popping it.
Oh yeah, there we go. +9. Good luck surviving that. But he's just hero focusing on to the Alchemist, who has not much armor. And now we move from Hunt Mirror into Archer Mirror.
44 against 39. It just seems like 15 Sway has way more despite the supply, but they, obviously the heroes do a ton of damage to the archers, so they can be cleaned up quite easily. Scroll the Beast has quite a bit of duration. Uh-oh, the bottom has to use a heal scroll for just herself. Backs away. 46 against 40 supply. 15 Sway pulls ahead.
Damn. Scroll of the Beast was a nice find, for sure. Also, more archers here, well spread, cannot be all attacked by Acid Bomb. And he got almost every lead now. Supply lead, level lead, and even starts tier 3. And once marksmanship kicks in, and orbs, good luck.
Now could hope for a Lion Horn from this upper left. Spiral, hard to say what he's hoping for. Greater mana, perhaps, gets the greater heal. Not terrible either. 15 Sway gets level 4 Alchemist is also nice. Soapy Maps, that's quite a good little hidden item I didn't think of there, but that's excellent.
On the other side, heal potion, not necessarily a game-winning item here. And Spiral doesn't see this tier 3, doesn't follow up into the tier 3. More defense upgrades as well, both will be ending up on 2-2. Level 4 Alchemist is also quite a big of a deal. Just having that that additional minus armor.
Well, Spiral's going for level 5 Priestess. Did he calculate this correctly, or will he have to take the red camp for level 5? Maybe just barely could get it. It's so close.
Oh, no. 11 HP. Flute, very unthankful item, and 15 Sway in the meantime is so much more efficient. Helm of Valor, nice for an alchemist, can sell it and get scrolls, or just get scrolls because he's rich. And yeah, good luck, Spiral.
Yeah, both players' first hero is quite low, but Spiral has the luxury of the greater heal. He doesn't have the luxury of a town portal, however, though, so we're in kind of a weird base race. 15 Sway is going to have to be the one to pull the town portal. Spiral now knows about the tier 3, but it's not finished yet. There's no advantage yet, and the supply is pretty much even. 15 Sway now supply blocked? Yes, supply blocked. Both players are about to be. This is a weird position. Is 15 Sway going to pull the trigger on that town portal?
It's so ridiculous how you can tear through a base with only archers. But yeah, there is only one trigger, and 15 Sway has to pull it, and Spiral apparently gladly to take this. Now level 5 on the bottom, on both sides. Protection scroll. Yep, Spiral wants to brawl. Acid Bomb, massive!
Huge acid bomb on every single unit. Focus fire on the alchemists on both sides. Greater heal use, push and vulnerability use. The archer positioning seems to be better for Spiral, but the numbers just aren't there, and the Moonwells, of course, aren't there either.
Heal scroll committed. Is there another acid bomb slam dunk? Supply-wise, it's neck and neck. Anyone going up to level 6? Oh no, not that early. Protection scroll over.
Marksmanship about to be done actually in 5 seconds, and that will be a decent timing. The heroes do so much damage if they're allowed to the archers, but they focus fire on the alchemists of both sides. Last heal spray used for either player. Heal scroll used, I think, on the side of 15 Sway there. 41 against 36. Make that 39 against 36. Both heroes low for Spiral. He has to go back and heal. A ridiculous game, too. We're still in kind of an even position, but the tier 3 advantage is a big one.
But yeah, what can he do with it? He needs to rebuild production. I think, did he lose both Engine of War? Just one? Oh, another kill. Just one, okay. So he can get more archers, queues a lot of them. Okay, and Spiral sees it, taps out. Tier 3 is too much, and we got ourselves a series once again.
Damn, that was close. It felt like he almost had it when he had him on the ropes. Could he have doubled down a bit more? That Zeppelin actually was a huge help for 15 Sway to save so many of his units. And, dude, that one replenishment that was stolen made quite a difference, actually. Between the two sides, had been able to heal on the other side, might have looked a bit different.
Yeah, that was about as exciting as Potamir gets, I think, really. There was no expansion. I mean, we didn't get the glaives we wanted, but a lot of fights back and forth. Amazonia being a small map helps out. So 2 games, 2 different strategies. Tidehunters is map 3. Will we get a third strategy? Will we finally get an actual Bearmere out of these 2? This isn't unheard of on this map. It's certainly quite standard.
I can see differing styles now. Maybe also differing first heroes. Maybe one player sticks with the Potom, the other goes back to Demon Hunter. On Tidehunters, a lot is possible, I feel. It's not that settled yet because it's also so narrow. It's oftentimes a little clunky to engage with mass bears. So yeah, it's really not that easy. We have a little bit of a break here. 15 Sway takes a little rest. So Remo Demo, what is your favorite thing about War3Champions?
Well, there's so many good things to choose from, Neo, so it's very hard to decide. By the way, I didn't quite myself yet commend Kenshin. He was the one who did the new profile pictures, right?
That is Riptide.
Ah, that was Riptide. Okay, if you guys don't know yet, if you contribute to the prize pool there, you guys can buy new profile pictures specific for the season and specific for the summer season as well, with a sandcastle, moon juice, and a crystal ball / orb of lightning / water ball, and an undead skull with sunglasses. And those look absolutely amazing. I saw them for the first time today. Absolutely glorious. Something new that Warcraft War3Champions has done for this tournament specifically. But outside of that, of course, there's tons of features that War3Champions has. Going now into this 12th season, they have leaderboards, they have perfect matchmaking around the world. All the best players in the world play there. Soon we're going to have automated tournaments as well. That's something that they're working on at the moment. You even have custom key customization worked into the client. We have what else do we have? We have Legion to D ladder. Of course, we have a standard ladder in there as well. And that's about all I can think of right now. But yeah, War3Champions, check them out if you haven't downloaded already. I would be greatly surprised. But yeah, if not, go to war3champions.com to join the fun and join in for the new season and for all the best that Warcraft 3 has to offer.
Okay, and now we start the game. The players are ready, eagerly waiting for the third map here. Spiral vs 15 Sway. The loser of the upcoming map will be eliminated. The winner has to play another Night of Mirror versus Law Lion. Not an easy task at all. So, Carson, who's gonna win?
Oh, Spiral. Let's go. Let's go. I love EU. Yay!
Are you even allowed to say that? Aren't you not getting kicked out of NA when you say that?
There's no one in NA to kick me out anymore, Dale.
True! Alright, let's see if the NA special continues and we see more Potom hunts, or if it's something different now.
Yeah, Tidelanders, we mentioned plenty of different strategies, and on Amazonia, I mentioned the heroes will tell the story of the rest of the game, so we'll see Potom, Demon Hunter, even Keeper is now a possibility now that Potom was put on the table by both players. Keeper tends to be the counter of Potom mass hunts, but you do have to make the gamble and go for it. I doubt that's a gamble either player willing to make in match point, tournament point for both these guys.
Yeah. Tournament life on the line. You don't want to be eliminated first. That is 1% of the prize money only. One best of 3 victory doubles the prize money, basically. So what's it gonna be? Demon Hunter for 15 Sway. Demon Hunter for Spiral.
All right. Plenty of room to hide a second Ancient of War and a Hunter's Hall for Spiral, though, if he wants to go for strategy number 1 again. Has 15 Sway forgot after the excitement that was Amazonia of what happened on Concealed Hill. Is he going to be ready? Is he going to be scouting more actively?
I don't think you forget such a map in a series like this. That was painful. But yeah, you have to scout a lot. There are quite a few positions where you can go for that second Engine of War. In the middle of the map, on the left-hand side of the map, sometimes even on the right-hand side of the map. Or maybe we just play Bear Mirror.
I would love to see a Bear Mirror. Just one time. I'd love to see it. I mean, Spiral showed that in a mirror-like game, he can definitely hang. So, you know, Bear Mirror, no different. I mean, slightly different micro, slightly different tactics, slightly different creep routes. So it's a little bit different, but still, in the micro, he can hang. He can make it work. In the late game, he can make it work. The items have been great for both players thus far, but we'll see if this is when they start to get a little bit worse. Both players getting a little bit suboptimal. Gloves of Haste and Ring. Other player are going to be happy with that, but maybe the next permanent item from the expansions could be the big one.
Right on. Both do this little wisp pull to have the creep camp closer to the Demon Hunter be a little faster, as every inch counts here. In Night of Mirror, of course. Every tiny bit of an advantage. Ring of Protection? Nah. Okay, slight advantage to 15 Sway, I'd say, but nothing game break.
Yeah, absolutely not. And now both going to go for the turtles. Completely mirrored creep routes and pretty much the difference of, I think, half an auto attack in speed as well. So we'll see what the third camp is. It used to be the Renegade Wizard when that still was a Renegade Wizard on the left-hand side of the map. But nowadays, it might be slightly different choices for both players.
Spiral sending archers out. Stays in the middle, but can you contest the merchant already? I don't think so. Tech advantage for Spiral. This can become important. These battles for the Naga at the tavern can decide games already, or force one of the players to go into a keeper if you can't reach the tavern. Or, you know, if they fall into a hidden archer trap like Moon set up just a week ago. It's a lot of opportunities at the beginning of the mid-game.
Okay, first little exchange. 3 archers both sides. Spiral did purchase a circlet, so he might actually have slightly better items for tankiness, but both players definitely going to have to back away eventually. The question is, will they have to town portal away or not? Doesn't seem like. Oh, very, very difficult here to micro this perfectly. Both players taking damage on 1 archer now, but 15 Sway. His Demon Hunter is more healthy. All right, so it's all just Moonwells after.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of miscalculations in these battles recently. I think Colorful lost a Demon Hunter to a high roll. You know, there's quite some difference between a low roll and a high roll at the Demon Hunter, and sometimes you get a little too cocky and boom, hero dead. Hunter's Halls both delayed, so it's kind of even.
Yeah, 15 Sway does end up with the healthier Demon Hunter. I'm always surprised by how that happens, because they both crept the same things. They're both had no mana and no health. Yeah, somehow 15 Sway ends up with the earlier high HP Demon Hunter, but at the end of the day, Spiral waits around his Moonwells and heals it up. But maybe this time that Spiral waited around is going to allow 15 Sway to get this big consumable, which can, of course, be huge in these early Tier 2 exchanges with the Nagas.
Well, there's no exchange with Nagas because 15 Sway can't go to the tavern. Now with the Demon Hunter trying to reach around. If he had started that creep camp, there would have been instant GG, basically.
I can only imagine 15 Sway just forgot his tech, right? There's no reason for his tech to be 10 seconds later than Spiral's. Unless he went for a third well before teching, maybe that's possible, but yeah, this Naga being earlier is quite a nice advantage for Spiral.
Well, if you ask Neutron, nothing a Night Elf ever does is too late. It's all calculated perfectly. There's always a reason why something is later than what their opponent is doing. But, you know, sometimes you just forget to click a button.
Yeah, it's funny because I think the exact opposite about Night Elf, but, you know, we have differing opinions.
Yeah, a lot of people have differing opinions from Neutron, and that's a good thing.
True. Archer working as a ward for now. No blind dust. No dust at all, in fact. But Spiral waiting in the wings for the creep jack. 15 Sway might be able to squeeze out this item, but he's going to take some losses if he wants to commit to this.
Ooh, last hit goes to Spiral, I think. Item, Scroll of the Beast again. But okay, are they committing to this fight now? Demon Hunter 15 Sway super low already. Now it's Archer hunting season. But no reveal. Ah, there is. Wait.
So that went as expected. So 15 Sway got the item, but Spiral got the experience and puts damage on the Demon Hunter and gets an Archer kill. That's just how that should have worked out. Spiral, with a nice little play there, is going to get the remnants of this experience as well. Ancient War in position for 15 Sway. Spiral's Ancient War at a different camp, but 15 Sway going to continue to go forward. Sells that Scroll of the Beast, of course. He's going to try to take the shop for some sort of consolation after this creep jack.
Okay. Don't think he will go for big time shopping at the moment. You want to rush tier 3 as fast as you can. Not going to the lab because there's a scout. Lab creep similar to the outskirts of Amazonia. One of the very few spots where you can find Vamp Aura. And we all know in Bear Mirror, Vamp Aura is increasing your win chance by 50%.
Absolutely true. As will the level 3 Demon Hunter for both players. Spiral with a slight experience advantage was the earlier player to get level 2 on the Naga. And here's the lab, here's the roll of the dice. Spiral going to look for, I don't know, cost plus 9 pendant of energy from this Null Overseer, but what we're looking at is this Rock Golem, of course.
Oh!
And there it is!
This is so nasty. Scroll of the Beast on Amazonia, game-winning item. And now the Vamp Aura on Tidehunters. Potentially game-winning item as well. This is 15 Sway quite lucky.
Yeah, and of course, Spiral can always go to the marketplace later on, but that's a 400 gold investment if he wants to have that aura himself. That's almost 2 full bears difference that this item can make. And you still need to even get lucky at the marketplace to find it yourself. So that's a huge item.
Spiral, of course, has his creep spot still remaining. Can also hope for Lady Luck, but he's getting... Is he getting ambushed before the sea turtle falls? No, he's not, because sidestep by 15 Sway goes for the red spot. Interesting situation. We're just waiting. This was the calm before the storm. This is prior to Master Bear territory. Greater healing can be decent, but the majority of the rest of this game is bear positioning.
Yeah. Bear positioning, the Zeppelin potential. Wand of the Wind is not going to be good because there's a Coast Drives for both players with Abolish already. But yeah, it's going to be about Zeppelin plays, bear positioning, who can potentially get that red camp to the top right of the map for another aura. They'll be fighting over that. They'll be playing tactically around that. But other than that, they're probably just going to clean up their sides of the map, both be 50 supply, and then we'll see if they decide to take a fight or if they decide to just sit in their bases, because that happens also often in this matchup.
Oh yeah, this is why people love it so much. Feel of Accuracy can potentially be sold in the late game stages. It helps a bit now with creep speed, but yeah, maybe trade it for a Vamp Aura down the road. Master training done. We have a couple of Care Bears on both sides. Is this the big engagement now at around 50?
Spiral wants to get this consumable. Does he want to invest a town portal to commit for it? No. Too vulnerable with all those archers there as well. They would all die if they're out of position for even a second. Wand of the Wind might be able to be used to try to force a fight. Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage, but staffed out.
Okay. Yeah, no one will... Oh, Wand of the Wind! You said it's not that great, but it can be. To force something out of position or, you know, force a dispel and then there's no redo or whatever. There's no impact in this case though.
+1 attack, about 10 seconds off for both players. Spirals finishes first, but 15 Sways will finish probably before the first bear hit even hits. Okay, it's still true. That bear did not attack yet. And 8 seconds until it pops. Is this the first fight? Neither player's broken upkeep. Both players 600 gold bank, but of course the bone chimes are still a huge advantage on the blue side here.
Okay, who gets the better concave? That Demon Hunter of Spiral is getting mauled! Big potion, one of the wind again. Can he get out? He needs to get out. Staff out. That's a big source of damage gone for Spiral out of that fight.
Yeah, he soaked up a ton of damage, but of course the bear that was taking damage in the meantime was just staffed out. Demon Hunter of 15 Sway is safe, but his staff is on cooldown. Spiral trying to micro his bears away. One gets a reju. Beautiful micro from Spiral, saving both the bears to the back. A lot of archers falling. Can't save that third bear, can Spiral. So some fancy micro, but at the end of the day, 15 Sway still seems to be winning. Mana burn kills another bear. Staff off cooldown. No, it's not. And Spiral could do so many things right, but one mistake loses the first hero. Might be losing this game here after that hero loss.
He went into this fight with a small supply lead. That was the 2 bears that usually the Vampora is worth. But yeah, losing a hero here and a big consumable. Demon Hunter not a big part of that fight for the German, who has to run now. Tail tucked between his legs. And how do you get back from a defeat like this? The bears, they gotta carry. He still has a supply lead, apparently, but that was a big W for 15 Sway.
Yeah, that was still a beautiful fight from Spiral, but it was really just one mistake. The staff, I think, was miscalculated by a couple of seconds. I don't know if it was off cooldown or not, or if he just missed it, but everything else was so well executed from Spiral. Saves all of his bears to the back. But 15 Sway found his opening. Zeppelin, though, is definitely an opening for Spiral to mount a comeback. If he gets a clean drop, this Tree of Eternity is simply dead, because Fork Lightning level 2 means you just can't repair.
Yep.
So Spiral might... I mean, I'm going to preemptively call it. This Tree of Eternity is dead.
There
preemptively
is...
call it. Oh, the bear.
Oh, did the bear see it? I don't think so. Okay. Drop the base.
He didn't notice. He didn't notice,
right?
or else he'd be running straight back. He has no clue. He could have maybe with Ultra Vision. Oh, is he not going to go for the Eternity, though? He's just going to go for the Gold Mine. The safer bet, of course.
All right. Or he goes first for the gold mine. Oh, yeah, now. Instant reaction by 15 Sway. Still too late. Fork Lightning getting level 4. Uh-oh. Is the anti-air enough? Oh, no. Spiral! Whoa.
Stop.
That was sick. Close affair.
Yeah, Spiral playing very, very precise here, actually. A lot of nice things. Tried to get out with the Zeppelin, but at least doesn't get everything dizzy and doesn't lose the Zeppelin either. And that's 600 gold. I've been calling it 300 gold for the longest time, but I've been corrected recently. 600 gold, of course, 60 seconds to re-entangle, and all the wisps that were Fork Lightning down. So Spiral with a couple of bear advantage now if he wants to break upkeep and go for a fight.
Yeah. Good reaction after that little slap in the face with the Demon Hunter loss. Finding the right answer. Love to see it. And 15 Sway can't invest into anything at the moment. But there's still a red spot.
He's going to go for the red spot and getting an Ancient of Wind up for a Hippogriff to counter Zeppelin. Wisp is scouting for a potential expansion, but as we of course know, nobody expands in Varamir. Doesn't happen. This could be another nice item for 15 Sway, though. We'll see.
Time of Valor
is not bad.
Yeah. In the meantime, we got a €5 donation by Impy Dude. Hey guys, just bought a profile picture to boost that prize pool, but also donated a $5 to the W3Champions team to keep the servers running. Don't forget the team. Without them, there would not be such a nice tournament. That is 100% true. On the homepage of W3Champions, there are several options to support Patreon, PayPal, but hold that thought. Spiral is just doing it again. He's just dropping again.
Why not? He may even get a bear to boot. He used the Fork Lightning. I think it would have been wiser to use it on the Wisps, but is he going to get out? Trying to save absolutely everything. Oh no, don't do it to me, Spiral. Don't do it. Staff out again. Okay. Okay, man. Okay.
He's a thrill seeker today, isn't he? And you say nobody's expanding in Night Elf Mirror? Well, Spiral is.
Yeah, hidden expansion as well. All right, he's playing sneaky. 15 Sway managed to get up to 64 supply, though. He's
What?
okay.
How?
He's got 17 supply advantage. All right.
He didn't mind
Oh, he
for.
sold the helm. He sold the helm below upkeep and broke with it, I suppose.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, the Helm of Vel is still in the Demon Hunter.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I was checking the other Demon Hunter. Yeah, how the hell did that happen then?
Well, Night Elf gets an interest rate or a loan or something? Maybe he sold some crypto?
They always have 5,000 gold somehow. I know that feeling.
You want to cast with Slash or?
Does he hate Night Elf too?
Tiny little bit. He has an
Double advantage.
anti-Night Elf emote in his channel, and he's selling anti-Night Elf shirts, so that gives you an idea.
Oh yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. But hey, we are unbiased casters today, Neo. I love all the races in Warcraft 3 and all the players in Warcraft 3. They're all great. They're all talented, and Spiral is showing his talent here. Absolutely. He's made some crazy plays this game.
Definitely. So this should be scouted this time, though. Bears are there. Wisp is here. Kind of interesting that 15 Sway is not trying to somehow do the same. Or to go for a base race himself. Uh-oh, Hippo now. Oh, that Zap is empty. Ah, I didn't even see that. It was just a ruse. And that Expo at the 8 o'clock, it's working.
Yeah, I wonder when 15 Sway would ever scout there. He sent a Wisp to the other one, expecting Spiral to maybe expand there. Okay, sends the Hippogriff. That's actually, yeah. I mean, it's a mistake if you don't scout with that Hippogriff at this stage, and he's going to just find it right away. So Spiral, a null investment. The supply is even, though. And the upgrade's pretty much even as well. So, not the end of the world for Spiral. But at the end of the day, those 2 goldmine kills only result in an even game. A purely even game.
True. Spiral a little bit more gold. Upgrades are... Like, there is an advantage for Spiral, I think, right? It's 3-2 versus soon to be 3-1. Spiral wants to hold this. For that, he has to fight. Huge bear fight coming. Who gets the better position?
Oh, the position seems to be favoring Spiral for now, but now the Concave is working out for 15 Sway. Rejuve across the board. Again, focus fire on the Demon Hunter of Spiral. Forced to back up a little bit, and of course an extra level in the Demon Hunter of 15 Sway and the better items, so that could be the carry that makes the difference. Rejuve up in the back. 15 Sway has yet to lose anything. I think neither player has lost anything yet. So many Rejuves, reinforcing bears now for Spiral. 1 bear goes down for Spiral, 1 bear goes down for 15 Sway, but a couple more are getting low.
Oh man, the arrival of the Care Bears for Spiral is so helpful. Look at this. Despite the Vamp Aura, he's chewing through this, I think. The supply gap is narrowing, though. How long can 15 Sway keep these bears up? Level 5 on the Demon Hunter. For the first time... Oh, no, actually, no supply lead for him. If the focus fire is great, 15 Sway is about to lose 2 bears in quick succession. And the Expo is still on the line here. Spiral, 7 supply lead again. Demon Hunter, any... Oh man, that's a huge lead on the Demon Hunter. But a 10 supply lead is back on the menu. 15 Sway... He can't break this. The army is too small to break the Expo, is it not? Oh, maybe with a hero kill.
Staff off cooldown.
Oh!
Spiral really waiting to the last second. Staff saves the bear for 15 Sway. 50 against 39. The expansion is mining. Now all he has to do is just, I think, stay below 50. Get as much gold as he possibly can out of that expansion. And he's going to end up with a huge supply advantage. Okay, breaks upkeep right away. He's just going to continue trying to hold it.
Yeah.
And I think he'll be successful.
Yeah, I agree. Naga bringing anything? No, he's broke. Needs army. That's all he needs right now. And what's the counter for 15 Sway? His main will, of course, last a little longer. That's probably why Spiral went for this expansion play. What's left? 3,000? Yeah, 1,800 only. 15 Sway is trying to break it now.
Arc Lightning is good. You don't get plenty of those in the fights with the level 5, level 4 Demon Hunter. Both Nagas are going to be out of mana pretty soon. Spiral with the numbers advantage. But is either player going to really be able to get a kill? Hero Focus again is attempted, but both players going to get out not losing anything. But the bear mana is kind of running low for both of them.
And then, of course, Spiral has a big advantage. You can just replace them.
Yep.
15 Sway, not really. I think the biggest threat is Metamorphosis.
True.
Like, levels advantage for 15 Sway is real. But that's about it.
Okay, Zeppelin for 15 Sway. What can he do with it? Spiral doesn't have a talent portal. 15 Sway probably knows that as well, but maybe he's just going to Zeppelin drop the tree instead. The difficulty with Metamorphosis, of course, is they never have mana on their debutters, I think, from like the 3-minute mark. But
True.
Of course, you can always buy a Clarity and make it work somehow.
Oh, man. That Hippo. Is it a little XP donation? Not really, but here's the Zeppelin drop. Taste your own poison, Spiral. Repair is there. No Nature's Blessing. That's a goner, but how expensive is it gonna be?
Just the talent portal. Nicely done for 15 Sway. The Zeppelin's even healthy when you get out, but Spiral, he got what he kind of was expecting out of that expansion. A couple thousand gold, and most importantly, a 22 supply advantage as he marches towards the main base.
And an upgrade
15 Sway
advantage
has
as
to
well.
hold. Yeah.
2-3 versus 3-1. This will be even out. If he keeps him supply block now, how is 15 Sway supposed to come back? Then his tournament life is on the line of having the bigger gold mine left, I think. Wonky position to engage into, though.
Yeah, the Concave is almost the same for both players. The Ancient War gets involved in the action as well. The Demon Hunter for 15 Sway is quite low, but Moonwells, of course, are here. No Wellspring for, I think, either player at this stage. The Bears, again, find a decent Concave. Reinforcements are nice for 15 Sway as well. 60 against 72. And 15 Sway is trying his darnest to hold on. Would like to see, actually, a mana pop probably on that Naga for an extra Fork Lightning. Both Bears on both sides are dropping, but... you know, Spiral just might have too much here.
Sick plays by 15 Sway, 6 saves. But yeah, it's a numbers game at some point. There's a couple of Dryads and the Naga, of course, helping. Demon Hunter hurt, Bear hurt, Spiral. Are you really doing this? The Moonwells are all empty. He gets faster reinforcements, but not fast enough. 20 pop lead. Everything in the Zap is basically dead.
Oh, Dryad goes to the back to get an abolish on the Demon Hunter. So important because the mana is limited, but Spiral is pretty low on a lot of bears. He's got to back away. He might even lose one in retreat, and you mentioned at the start of the fight, the gold mines empty now for Spiral, but 15 Sway with 2 minutes of mining still.
Are you kidding me? So many bears here that you could kill with a peanut, but they are just refusing to fall.
Double staff is so crucial. The amount of supply that's been saved by these saves from both players so far, it's got to be in the hundreds.
Yeah. I would love to have a stat. How much health did Reju restore this game? So real. And somehow 15 Sway is still alive. He got 1k left in the bank. He's probably trying to mine this out, heal up these bears as high as possible, and then once the main base is gone, produce? To not pay any upkeep anymore?
Yeah, and for now we can just focus on healing up. And Nature's Blessing also perfectly timed for 15 Sway. You love to see it. He's getting the Moonwell, so he can at least build 3 more bears once the main bases expire and go up to 60 supply. So it's going to be probably 60 and 68. I doubt Spiral is going to be able to produce much more. He'd in fact need another Moonwell to do it. So yeah, I think 60 versus 68 is what 15 Sway is going to have. Best case scenario. We'll see if he can make it work with the level advantage that he still has on both heroes.
Spiral making it across. His second base is up again. He's scouting bottom left. He could go... okay, he has no gold. Otherwise, he could run to the shop, get the scrolls. But not happening. Oh boy, there's quite some tension here.
A town is under siege.
Yeah, it's going to be 1,000 gold on 15 Sway. That's 4 bears if he wants it. He's building his also 70 supply Moonwell. So can he manage to squeak together even supply? Spiral's going to be mining soon enough. And then 15 Sway is going to be the one with no economy. Mana Burns exchange these Demon Hunters. No mana at all.
Yeah, I think Metamorphosis is not a real scare between them. Who's moving back? More scouting going on. But yeah, Spiral's mining again, huh? In a second. That was a dangerous position. But he survived that.
All right, Tree can uproot. And 15 Sway can break upkeep. He's actually interestingly getting a Dryad, but now he produces bears. Actually can only get... Okay, he can get 3 bears. So he's going to be 62 supply. And Spiral's going to be... Maybe if he's building a Moonwell soon, he'll be able to get up to 80. But he still hasn't built that extra Moonwell that he needs to be able to get a real supply advantage.
Maybe just more scrolls then with that big level up for Spiral, getting that level 3 Fork Lightning, finally an equalizer.
He still has an Archer as well, Spiral. What the hell is she doing? Could actually kill that Archer to get another bear. That's probably... He should do that, definitely.
Yeah, that's probably not something you think about at that stage of the game. I mean, not that there's so much more to do at the moment, but 15 Sway, man of the hour, you're so close to defeating him, but he refuses to die. A lot of stuff going through your head right now, and you really don't want to make that one crucial mistake.
He did grab another Slippers from that last remaining creep camp on the entire map. Yep. And finds the perfect item, which is so much value at this stage on a Demon Hunter. Okay, 15 Sway, 60 seconds before he is mining against 62 against 68 supply. Winnable for both players. We still got a game on our hands. We thought it was over, but this is still a game.
Yeah, and Spiral also decides to invest into even later stages with a 3rd attack upgrade now.
Yep.
So we will end up on 3-3, and now it's all of a sudden a lot about shop control. And Spiral plays this well. Oh, if he's going for it, 2 heal scroll Invo Potion available. This is not looking like a good trade, but with the rest of the army coming in, that is the next heal scroll. Heal scroll number 2 for Spiral. This is also slowly but steady the moment in the game where you can think about investing into marketplace items.
Yeah, for sure. There is a Wisp buy there. We haven't got to take a look at that in quite a while, but I imagine there's going to be Bone Chimes there for the side of Spiral for 15 Sway.
You imagine
Look
a
for
lot.
maybe a Lion Horn or something like that. Yeah, I'm a creative, you know, Neil?
Yeah, you're a dreamer, I think.
Yeah.
Dude, the sound of the skink, right? That's so
yeah.
terrifying. That's nightmare material.
I accidentally misclicked it on during the weekly.
Oh no,
you
clicked on the vulture, and that scared me.
That's what it was.
You scared me for several hours.
Because you know what it is? I haven't played with unit responses. I put them on when I was playing a few days ago. And if you don't have unit responses, when you're observing, the critters don't make sounds. So I only recently figured it out. I didn't even know.
Imagine your childhood with these sounds. Even worse than it already was.
I wouldn't have been nearly as creative.
True.
I would have been scarred.
Who's creative here and makes the next move?
Yeah, this is really where the creativity can come into play, because you need to break the stalemate somehow. You need to find an opening. And, I mean, 15 Sway is doing more. He's sharking for something, I think is what we like to call it. He's looking for a mistake from his opponent. Well, he tries to get to 80 supply, but I just how does this end? Who decides to push?
Well,
I don't know.
He who loses patience. We have a small difference here, by the way. Just chat made me aware. No level 3 Fork Lightning on 15 Sway.
Yeah, I suppose the argument there is when they finally fight each other, they're both going to have plenty of Fork Lightnings, but if they fight a second time, then the Cold Arrow is going to be better because they're going to be completely out of mana. At least you get some Cold Arrows. But they're obviously full mana on both Nagas. So initially, I think Spiral's going to have the advantage there because Fork Lightning level 3 is insane. Here comes Spiral, though. Is he the first to push? 10 supply advantage.
Okay, he's losing that patience. Wisps on the right-hand side. If they land detonates on Reju Bears, everything rejued up. It's like a living Invo Potion on everything. But Spiral has the Wisp ready. Can he get rid of it? Protection Scroll. Naga zaps a couple of them. Interesting position. Supply lead again with the German. But can he close this out?
Oh, Staff, by the way, not going to be as valuable anymore because it's going to go to the expansion. The Moonwells will be so far away. Rejuve in the back. Spiral's been so good for that. Demon for 15 Sway getting really low. There is a Fork Lightning almost. There is one on the side of Spiral currently. They're both got to be so careful. 59 against 64. Still an even fight.
Yeah, the supply numbers are going back and forth, back and forth. Looks like 15 Sway is ahead, but don't you wait. 3 units dropping in 2 seconds. Demon Hunter's back. Reju getting rid of. This is the fight. Level 5. Demon Hunter's still low. Can he dispel the Reju somehow? Care Bears left, right, center. Who makes the better play? Who makes the first mistake? These Rejus.
Level 6.
Oh!
Level 6, and he can go heal up. He's going to have enough mana for it, Neil, because he can go to the Moonwells. 15 Sway, that ultimate we've been talking about the entire game, might finally come into play. 44 versus 51. Level 6 on the Naga as well.
No way.
Spiral has to be thinking to himself, I got to end it now. Demon Hunter for Spiral gets staffed out. Just barely, but all the bears now, speaking of barely, are going to start falling.
Moonwell's all empty. He can just chase the Demon Hunter, can he not? Zeppelin!
Zeppelin!
Oh, beauty save. And now 15 Sway has a big lead. GG from Spiral.
Wow.
Taps out. What a comeback. What a hold. Survival skills by 15 Sway. And we get LuChaeL versus the young Chinese.
Dude, that was crazy. He was 1,400 gold ahead. And when that fight happens, bottom left, it seems like he almost doesn't have a big advantage. But I guess with the upgrade, it was enough. Spiral gets the lead again after being in the lead already. And 15 Sway somehow brings it back. That was insane. How did he do that?
Yeah.
Super cool.
Man of the hour.
Disadvantage, man. Like with that push into the main base of 15 Sway, like he was up 20 supply, and somehow Spiral doesn't close it out. Yeah, just.
Dude. This guy defeated Remind this week. Now this Night Elf Mirror, maybe I have to stop calling him a weak mirror player because that guy is tearing through everything at the moment. Next question, can he tear through LuChaeL as well? This is a very, very promising match. Probably not as many off-meta strategies as we've seen here. Spiral delivered in that regard. It's so close to the round of 12. LuChaeL is a different beast, and that's gonna be quite something. You guys are still contributing a lot. We're getting closer to the $1,400 prize money mark on day 1. Thank you, NeskCH, for the 20 bucks. Let's go. So many people are buying so many profile pictures. It's amazing. Pimp your W3Champions profile with a Back to Warcraft surfboard, W3Champions surfboard, a human sandcastle, a moon juice, a drink for the night elves, an orb of lightning beach ball, or that nice sunglass undead skull thingy. As I lost my co-casters here for a second. That's a first indeed. You know, our communication tool not as stable as we are, but that was pretty damn insane. So insane is also what W3Champions is bringing to the table. 26 servers, so many different game modes. Unbelievable what they bring on a basically daily basis to you guys. All you have to do is go to their homepage, W3Champions.com, download the installer, install it real quick. It's a tiny file. And then play on the best ladder that W3 has ever seen. And if you guys want to chip in to keep the servers up for a long time and reward the coders, then feel free to do so. W3Champions.com has a support page up on the right hand side of their main page, whether it be just to join the community and help with feedback or just a little thank you. There's a good vibe category. Maybe you spam the good vibe category this very weekend to show the team how much you treasure them and cherish them, or you throw their money at them. That's also good. Via PayPal, Patreon, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or if you're watching from China, then they also got Alipay and WeChat. W3Champions.com. That means, guys, we have one game left, one best of 3 left, and then we'll have the decision. Who follows Fly? Is it 15 Sway? Is it LuChaeL? We'll figure this out after a break. Do you have any final words before we go into that break?
Well, someone in chat just said that I look like a theme, and now I'm scarred for life. Thank you, chatter.
Lovely.